Hello, Chad Peterman here with a brand new growth factor from Can't Stop the Growth. I'm sure you'll find something to help you on your growth journey. Let's jump in. 2020 vision. The importance of writing that down and getting really clear on what that looks like. And so, one of the most important parts of that vision that you'll read is there's a lot of feeling in there, right? Like it's going to feel like this when you walk into the building. It's going to sound like this. And so what I encourage you to do is when you're reflecting on where it is that you want to be, think about how that feels. Think about how you're going to feel. Think about how your family's going to feel. Think about how your customers are going to feel with whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you bring. And rather than just writing it down, again, think about those emotions. And that's tough to do. It's not easy the first time, trust me. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. But like, you want to manage a branch. You want to be a field supervisor. You want to, whatever it is that you want to do. One, we want to be here to support you. But we can only support you based on how strong your vision is for where you want to go. I can't pull you there. But I can sure as hell support you, and if you've got that vision, us working together, you'll get wherever it is that you want to get. But you've got to be really clear. Motivation is fleeting, right? You can be motivated that first week, be motivated that second week, but that motivation will fade because there's a lot going on in everybody's life. It's tough to do. You can't stay laser focused. In fact, you probably need to take a break sometimes and just relax and then recharge and go. But if motivation is fleeting, what is it that is going to pull you through those tough times so that you keep that consistency and you keep on course? That clear vision creates that consistency. It creates not the motivation, but that picture of where it is that you want to be. And when you tie those feelings to that vision, that is the strongest thing you can do. Think about that. One of your goals is in 3 years to buy your first house. Don't just write, buy my first house. Get on one of the apps and find your first house. What's it going to look like? How many bedrooms you got? How many bathrooms you got? You got a big yard? You got some land? You got some woods? What is it? And write that down. And then think about the feeling of coming home from a day of work and walking into the house. What's that look like? What's it feel like? What color's your couch? How big a TV you got? Write it down, because that will pull you there. Start thinking big too. If you think that, the house I'm going to buy is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's going to be perfect, maybe that's all you want. But what's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house look like? Why can't you have that? You can, but what I can tell you is that your chances of getting there are far greater if you start thinking about it now. The Vivid Vision talks about 3,000 people here and a big building and all this stuff. I've thought about what that looks like. If we're able to impact 3,000 people, well, that's better than what we have now. And that's our goal. If we can lift up the dreams of 3,000 people, and then we've got 3,000 people who are really clear on what home they want, what they want their family to look like, that's a really, really powerful place to be. That's a place I want to come into every day. Sounds fun. Will there be tough days? Yeah, absolutely. But we'll learn from them and we'll keep on moving. When you get really clear on that vision, you have the obligation to serve others. And ultimately, your vision, while personal things are tied to it, the ultimate place is that how many people can you impact with your clear vision of where you want to go? Like, think about it this way. If your vision is to get that boat that you want, the boat itself is not going to serve many people, right? I mean, you, your family, your buddies, friends, whatever. So that's nice. But the important thing to get really clear on is by you shooting for that, by you working that plan every single day, think about how many people you're going to impact on the way to that boat. Because you may sit down and say, I got to get really good at my job, and I got to pick up some skills here at night so I can get a promotion and then move over here and then maybe take on this responsibility and keep on moving. And then I'll be able to get to that boat. Well, think about what your personal journey is going to do to impact the lives of others. If you move up and are managing a branch or whatever it is, well, like, you're going to have an impact on all those people. You're going to have an impact on all the customers that you serve every single day. Then it becomes really real, right? Like, so I've got to get clear on my vision or else I can't serve anybody else. And that is where the power of this starts to move. So we got a vision out there of all of this stuff that we're going to do and this, that, and the other. But the real feeling that I think about a lot is how many people do we get to impact on the way there? And then obviously when we get there. But on the way there, if we're shooting for all of that, like, we got to double down on training. We got to double down on this. We got to figure out this problem in the business. We got to figure out this and get better at this and all of these things that are just going to continually lift everybody in the same direction.